on this, we're joined by the founder of Legat Security, Greg Evans. He's a former hacker who helps companies defend their systems. Clients include the FBI, banks, and also celebrities. Greg, good to have you back on again.
Thank you for having me.
What do you make of this Bank of America move?
Well, I think it's a great move by Bank of America. And unlike MasterCard, I don't think they're going to end up getting a denial of service.
Why?
These people, well, one, Bank of America saw what happened with the other ones. So I think before they made this move, they were prepared for it. Where MasterCard and some of the other ones may not have been as prepared. Plus, one thing I do know, Bank of America, to even try to hack, remember, the other ones were a denial of service. I don't want people to think that they will be able to hack into Bank of America. You'll have a better chance hacking into the Pentagon before you would Bank of America.
Why do you say that?
Well, Bank of America, most major banks, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they spend hundreds of millions of dollars a year protecting their networks to make sure, because they know the first time someone gets in and collapses and steals everybody's money, it's over with. So, and whereas with the government, before a new piece of technology comes out, Bank of America can purchase it right away. Whereas with our government, they have to wait and go through all types of bureaucracy before they can actually do that type of purchase. So Bank of America is not that easy to hack in.
But
Trust
Greg,
me, I know.
But Greg, I mean, just a few weeks ago you were on our program and you were saying how easy it is to hack into companies' systems, and you were saying, you know, the CTOs of all these companies have such huge egos that they leave themselves up to vulnerabilities.
That is correct. The bigger the company, the easier it is to hack. Now, when I'm talking about companies like AT&Ts and the Sprints and things of this sort, years ago that I was able to get into, banks are a little bit harder to get into. Most of the companies, most financial institutions who have been hacked have come from the inside. It was inside information. Coming from the outside trying to hack into a bank is a lot harder. Can it be done? Oh, yes, it can be. But it's not going to be where someone wakes up and then within 3 days says, let's do a type of attack like they did with MasterCard or PayPal to get into Bank of America. Okay, it has to be planned and calculated.
Okay, so Greg, if you don't think that it's going to be vulnerable to a denial of service attack, do you get the sense, though, that these hackers are planning anything bigger?
Well, first, let's make sure you're using the word hacker loosely. These are not hackers. These people who are shutting down these websites are not hackers. The two people they arrested, Deutsche police arrested two people who were involved in some of the denial of service scams. Attacks.
So what do you call them then? What do you call them?
Well, I call them cyber thugs. Because all they're doing is like running over to your house and just beating down your door until it falls down. That's all they did with these denial of service attacks. One was a 16-year-old kid, and I think 2 days ago they arrested a 19-year-old kid who actually did it as well, who was involved in it. So these are not like true activists, like an activist like a women's activist or a child where we go out and we pick up a worthy cause. These are not worthy cause. These are a bunch of kids or cyber thugs who says, hey, I don't like what they're doing. And then they go and attack. They probably didn't even read the documents that was at WikiLeaks website.
Well, I mean, I would give you that. I think that that's probably true. But Greg, then again, the question is, though, but do you think, aside from these kids, that there's any type of a bigger network being formed or a bigger attack being formed by perhaps hackers this time around?
Well, see, here's the thing. Like me, true hackers want to stay under the radar. We don't want to go out and then go attack MasterCard. What are we getting out of it? What are we getting out of breaking into Bank of America? We're getting no financial gain or anything else. A true hacker wants to stay under the radar. He's not posting his name and website and email address on on different blogs saying this is what I did. So some of these people that you see are very good hackers, but they're misguided. They're hackers that can get into systems, but those are the ones that want to do it undercover. They don't want to brag about it. So with what we're seeing, the type of attacks we're seeing is a whole bunch of cyber thugs who get together on the boards and say, hey, I don't like this. Let's go out and let's attack it. And that's what they're doing.
Right. They're doing it for fun. Cyber thugs. Okay, Greg, I learned something new this morning. Thank you, Greg Evans of Legat Security over in Atlanta.